How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and today we got another installment in my PSA 10 Japanese EX set series. Today we are doing, I believe it's PCG5 Mirage Forest. This is probably one of the nicest sets. I mean, all these sets are really cool, but Mirage Forest really has just such a cohesiveness to the EX cards that I absolutely love. A smaller number of EX cards in this set. I believe there's only 7 EXs. In the past couple sets, it's been closer to 9 or 10, but still definitely more than the original ADV sets, which would only have maybe 5 or 6. But without any further ado, let's crack into it with the first EX card from Mirage Forest, Walrein EX. This is a card that I've had come through my collection several times. Actually, one of the earliest cards that I was able to pick up in a PSA 10. But I just love the artwork. This Kimya Masago. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name, but man, and just the way that this holo pattern works with the water type background, it's super nice. So really love that. The artwork allows the holo to pop really well. I like that. This is definitely my favorite Walrein EX. I like it a lot better than the one in EX Power Keepers. And it's kind of interesting. I don't know if I can, just double check. I think it's only, yeah. So you can, there's always these cool things in these EX cards. I don't know if you can see it here. Probably not, but Walrein's tusks are actually hollow. Right there, yeah, okay, we can catch it a little bit on the tusk on the right, but Walrein's tusks are hollow. I think this is really, really cool when they have parts of the Pokemon that are hollow, like eyes and tusks like this. So that's super cool. Just that small detail that I love about these cards. Next up, Dustox EX. Probably not one of the most popular EX cards, but a complete set has to have them all. So here is Dustox EX. Again, this is kind of interesting, Mitsuhiro Orita 3D art. It's a different style than some of the others, but I think it's really interesting. Yeah, just very cool to see sort of a different style from Mitsuhiro Orita. I think this Dustox, it's different than the other 3D art style ones that he's done. Very simplistic, really doesn't jump out too much, but sometimes that's a welcome change in these cards. You don't want them all to look the same. I really like that there's such a variety with these EX cards. Dustox EX there. That's another one that I've had multiple copies of. A lot of these EX cards are easier to find. Some of them are a lot easier to find than others. That Dustox, I feel like, has come through. I've graded it a couple times. Next up, probably what's in contention for the top EX card in this set, Mew EX. So this is, I don't know if it's, I think it's probably the most expensive. Might be tied with the one that comes up right after this. But Mew EX, I think this is my favorite Mew EX artwork. The Play promo is probably second. The Holon Phantoms Mew, or the Mew gift box, not too big of a fan of that artwork. Still very nice, but this Mew EX, really, really nice. Again, it was one of the first cards that I managed to acquire in PSA 10 for this set, and it is not easy to find this card. I really don't think after I got this one in 10 that I've been able to find any other copies that are worth grading. If you have the opportunity to pick one of these up in a PSA 10, I highly, highly recommend it. It is just beautiful, super, super nice. And I know in the English one, Mew's eyes are hollow, but I don't think they are in the Japanese artwork. So, as I was talking about, this is probably the one that might be able to give Mew a run for its money. It is Arcanine EX. This EX card kind of flew under the radar for a while, but, Arcanine being a Gen 1 Pokemon, Really a ton of nostalgia for this Pokemon. And, you know, with the EX series, a lot of cards only had EXs once. You know, there's only one Arcanine EX, and this is it. You know, Mew had a couple of the Gen 3 Pokemon had a couple EXs. You know, Rayquaza has EXs in a few sets. But there's only one Arcanine, which I think is really, really interesting and gives this card some more value. But yeah, amazing Hikaru Koike artwork. He just does such a good job with these EX cards. Background really special. Holo really pops, especially on the bottom of this card. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite EX cards. Just full stop out of the entire set. Really, really nice. Next up, Altaria EX. Again, not a super popular EX, but this one's actually kind of interesting because while this one was included in Mirage Forest in Japanese, it actually was not included in the English version of the set. The English version of the set was EX Legend Maker, but this Altaria EX was not included. It in fact went into EX Emerald, which I think is kind of interesting. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure on the EX distribution for I'm not exactly sure on the EX distribution for EX Legend Maker, whether there was any promo EXs added or not, but I'll have to double check that. But I think it's normally with English sets we see cards added. It's fairly rare that we see cards moved or shifted. Sometimes you see it. I believe the Golem EX in Japanese, that was in Team Magma versus Team Aqua, whereas in English it was shifted to EX Dragon. So it's not unheard of, but it is pretty interesting. Next up, Armaldo EX. I just love the holo pattern on this card. Again, it's like the Walrein. Again, it's this Kimi Masago artwork. Such beautiful, beautiful art. The background is really, really nice. Normally these EXs, they don't have too much of a background, but these Masago artworks, they really, really just, the backgrounds are super nice, and they go really well with the holo pattern. So just love that. This is another card that I've had multiple copies of, come through the collection a lot. Always happy to pick it up. Again, just love the artwork. I like this a lot better than like the Pop series Armaldo cards. The Armaldo EX is there. I don't know if it's my favorite Armaldo. I think the Delta Species one might be my favorite. And certainly, last but certainly not least, another just beautiful EX card. This set, you know, probably a lower end of just pure numbers for the PCG era, but it really brings it home in terms of EX quality. And the last one, Flygon EX. This is one of two Flygon EXs. You've got the one in Mirage Forest, and or actually three Flygon EXs, my apologies. You got the one in Mirage Forest, you got the one in Dragon Frontiers, or furthest ends of offense and defense. And then you've got the one in World Champions Pack, or EX Power Keepers. So this Flygon, I think it's probably tied with the Dragon Frontiers one as my favorite. Artwork just beautiful, so nice. Flygon, one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. This again has come through the collection several times, more in the past than currently. Really don't think I've been able to find a mint Flygon EX in a long time. I do think I used to have several copies of this. Probably sold them off for not a lot of money. But again, just a beautiful, beautiful artwork. I love the normal type. I think it works really well with Flygon here. Really allows the artwork to stand out. There isn't much distracting you, and it's just beautiful. So my favorite EX card from this set, I'll try to pick one this time. I honestly think it has to be Mew EX. Really just has everything you want in a card. Beautiful artwork, a beautiful background, There's usually, I think it's a trend that I've been seeing, is the Psychic Pokemon have green EX backgrounds. But certainly the top 3 EX cards in this set, if I can just find, yep, there's the Flygon. Yeah, so you're really going to be, these are the heavy hitters right here. There's your thumbnail. You've got the Mew, Flygon, and Arcanine. So if you're looking to put together this set, those are the ones that I would highly suggest you pick up first. They're going to be the big heavy hitters in this set. So thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.